Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, doing readings for each zodiac sign. So I'll go ahead and timestamp these down below. Feel free to go ahead and skip through to your sign, or if you're cross-watching for a particular sign. These are the decks that I'll be using, two of my own, the Silhouettes deck as well as the Mystical Fairies Romance Oracle. We'll also add the Relationship Design cards by Sister Moon Tarot. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout the reading. Take from it, as always, what makes sense for you and release what doesn't. So we'll be going in order, starting with Aries and finishing off with Pisces. What we're going to be focusing on for this particular reading, especially for those of you who have either not seen this person in a while, no contact more than likely, so there is a distance and separation here. That's what we're focusing on. And ultimately to see what their vibe and energy is, what it is that you need to know at this time that you're watching this. And then we'll grab some time frames to see if communication is coming and when that might be. So we'll give you a particular heads up on when that might happen. All right, so let's begin. Let's get started with Aries. Hi there, Aries. Let's get started. So we'll be using these decks here. All right, so focusing on you and the person that you're thinking about and separation from, what does that energy look like? Will there be communication? And when, if possible, will that happen? All right, for Aries. We're starting off with obstacles here, Aries, and it does say we're bound to run into people, things, and circumstances that will get in the way and create challenges for us. As long as we tackle it together, we can handle anything. But we are focusing, on those of you who are not in contact, not together. So this could be an indication that whatever these obstacles are or were, of course, that you guys did not tackle it together. You know, it's the total opposite energy. Bottom of the deck here, we have sight. Sometimes we don't see what we need to see until after it's gone. So that could be where this person is at. Some regrets there, perhaps, because whatever the challenges were, maybe they just didn't have the capacity to see how to fix it back then. All right, let's add to this. For Aries, family ties. Now, if that's your situation, maybe you and this person had a family, maybe you had a child, children together. Some of you guys could have been married, but I'm also getting that there could have also been family involvements, maybe relatives, parents, you know, that might have gotten in the way and created some challenges there as well. So let's see with the last deck what else we can find out, and then we'll, of course, clarify with some tarot here for you, Aries. Soul tribe, related familial bond. And, of course, you don't have to be related to somebody to consider them family. Maybe they were very close to your family as well, but I'm also getting for some of you that maybe the family didn't approve of the relationship. That could have been part of the issue. All right, let's grab an extra card. We do have triggers coming through here. Shadow, rejection, abandonment. This person could have had abandonment issues. You know, maybe they grew up without a father figure or a mother figure. That could have been part of the problem. Okay, but of course, if you relate to that for yourself, maybe that's why we have obstacles presenting itself here as well. So let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot. All the decks that you see here will be linked down below as usual. Look at this. We've got the Five of Pentacles here, Aries. So if this is something that you relate to, maybe when you and this person broke up, you really struggled through that. It depends really on how this played out. Whoever decided to end things perhaps, or maybe it could have been a mutual decision. I'm feeling more so with this card that Either you decided to end things and cut this person out of your life, or they did. This right here represents the struggles that someone's going through. Typical interpretation of the Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. So, you know, however way that came through, it's challenging for sure. What I can tell you, Aries, with the Nine of Wands presenting itself here, that this person, even though you're not together, they're not ready to give up on you. They're not ready to give up perhaps on the family. It hasn't been easy, but they're willing to keep trying until they either reach you or until you are able to let them back in or to get that conversation started. Because even though the Nine of Wands can be difficult because either they hurt you or you guys ended up hurting each other, it is part of that persistent quality that will continue to allow this person to keep trying. Some of you could also be dealing with Taurus. We do have the Hierophant coming through. I feel during this time apart that they have definitely learned some lessons here. But what they are bringing towards you, Aries, is commitment. Commitment to the family as well. We do have the Queen of Wands. This is an Aries reading. Definitely picking up off of that fiery element. So perhaps Divine Feminine, you are able to relate to that. And the Queen of Wands is a pretty strong energy when it comes to the feminine. You could, of course, be in charge of the family dynamic here. Fiery passion, as we can see. You're exuberant. You are vibrant. All right, let's see what else. What else? We do have the Six of Swords. So, and we are focusing on those of you who are not together. So I do feel, especially for my feminines, that maybe you've already moved on, or it was you that decided to sever ties with your masculine. But I feel they're not ready to give up on this connection, and they're really wanting to do something about it. Bottom of the deck, though, we do have the Two of Swords. So it is indicating here, for now anyway, that things seem to be stuck, okay? But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be like that long term. Let's go ahead and grab those time frames for you, Aries. Let's see. My light just turned off. Okay, sorry about that. That was weird. All right, so let's grab... I'm guided to pull maybe 2 or 3 time frames for the collective for Aries. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. When will communication come, if at all, when it comes to this connection, even though things are at a standstill? All right, here we go. For Aries. All right, it will happen on a Thursday. Who knows? It could happen this Thursday, which I believe is tomorrow. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. We do have autumn season, so latter half of this year. Let me grab one more time frame. The autumn season could also be significant for some of you. And there goes the light again. And January. Okay, so if any of these time frames are making sense for you, you could have also maybe come together in January, or again, the autumn season might be significant, but that could be telling us here that it's going to take a few more months before communication can happen. All right, Aries, so I'll leave that there and let's move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's grab your messages here for you and this person that you are in separation from. What's their energy looking like, and is there a possibility towards communication for Taurus? Apocalypse, that is a tower moment, okay? So it says the tower will fall when you ignore the red flags every time without fail. So that created some chaos in your partnership there. And we are focusing on those of you who are not together, who are at a distance, because we're looking at when will they communicate, if at all. Let's grab one more. So this was a pretty challenging situation. Look at that. And now we've got obstacles. That came through for Aries as well. So it does say we're bound to run into people, things, and circumstances that will get in the way and create challenges. No doubt, here are the challenges. But it does say as long as we tackle it together, we can handle anything. The problem with that is because we've got that tower moment showing up, this is clearly indicating that you guys did not work on it together. And that's what created distance and time apart. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else for Taurus. We have a stalemate here, Taurus. Okay, so things are stuck, clearly. Stuck, at odds, disagreements, and that ultimately contributed to the apocalypse reference, the tower. All right, so that is very similar to a Two of Swords energy here. All right, Taurus, what else? What else? Unexpected romance, surprises, confessions, love. All right, so if things are stuck with one person, this could be, especially for my singles, for example, that, you know, your love life has been stagnant for a while and this could unexpectedly come in for you. So as far as this person that you're in separation from, they may not reach out, perhaps, or it could be an indication that even though things are not moving right now, this could be an unexpected form of communication from that person. All right, let's grab some tarot here for Taurus. So we do have the World card, but it is showing up in the reverse. So there's something that's incomplete here. Maybe you feel like there has been no closure with this particular person, or they feel that. This is coming up empty. You know, it reminds me of that cup, like similar to the Ace of Cups, where someone's cup is not overflowing. It's empty. So if that's how you're feeling, this person more than likely depleted that. Wow. Look at the next card. We've got the Death card. Some of you could be dealing with Scorpio specifically, but you got the Apocalypse Tower reference right there, and then you have a situation that came to an end. However, Taurus, if you are relating to this, what this is telling you is that the universe is almost giving you this chance to look at this situation and see, you know, hey, you've got a new beginning here. It may not be with this person, but you could actually find love again by going in a different direction. Because the way this is coming through for you, especially for my divine feminines, because feminines, you are coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. You are an earth sign. Pentacles represents the earth energy. So some of you guys might not even recognize that you are coming in with this very empowered energy of the Queen for the divine feminine. And so you don't want to be holding on to these burdens that the Ten of Wands is here representing. It's time to let that go. If something is not moving in a forward motion, then it's telling you, it's like, there's a reason why that chapter is incomplete, because you might be holding on to something that needs to end. It might be a door that needs to be closed, but if you're not actually closing it, you're kind of in limbo there. And so you might have this love connection that wants to come in, but maybe it's not coming in because you might be either self-sabotaging, or again, you might be feeling like you're holding on to this situation or this relationship from the past. So I'm just feeling that there's this need to truly distance yourself from that. It's time to let that go. Let's see. There's a reason why it's stuck, Taurus. Okay, Two of Pentacles. So I kind of feel, especially for my feminines, you really have to reprioritize your life. You know that perhaps it's time to reorganize and rearrange things. You got to put yourself first, perhaps, instead of this person who might just be bringing you down somehow. Or again, it's like dead weight, I feel, that you might be holding on to, Taurus, and it's time to really let that one go. We do have the Five of Pentacles. So this can be a bit of a difficult energy. Fives typically can represent that. We do see the hardship there. if you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles, Divine Feminine, you are, or you should not be in this type of energy. But if you don't recognize that that is the space that you should occupy, then maybe you're feeling like you've been left out of this masculine's life, and maybe you are feeling empty. You're feeling, you know, like they really did cut you out somehow. But, you know, we've got this World card that's coming up in the reverse, and it's trying to tell you, you know, maybe it's time to find closure here when it comes to a situation that's no longer moving. I can't make this up, guys. This is the next card, Two of Swords. It's reiterating the stalemate energy here, Taurus, and then you've got the Six of Swords. So it's telling you it's time to move on. You've got love that's coming through right here. Okay, so even though communication might still come in from this person who created that tower, or that you experienced this volatile relationship with, that does not necessarily mean that it's a good thing to entertain. So that's the advice. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's go ahead and see time frames. When is this person possibly going to reach out? All right, we've got divine timing. Okay, so in the meantime, just live your life. I can't make this up, guys. That time has passed. The time has passed, Taurus, as far as communication from this person. So, oh man, trust it, because I feel you deserve better than what this person could possibly offer, you know? Oh man, but okay, let me grab one more time frame. Guys, I can't make it up. I can't. Never. Divine timing, that time has passed. So we are seeing two stalemate energies. That's coming through very strongly, Taurus. So here's the advice for you. And I've definitely gone longer than I have for the other signs. But what I'm seeing here is you got to close that door. You know what that entails, because it's not going to go anywhere. There's no progress. So love wants to come in. You've got this amazing connection, perhaps unexpected romance, but it can't come in if you don't allow it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for Taurus. It's coming through very strongly here, guys. All right, so hopefully there's something there that really makes sense for you and helps you out. All right, let's move on to Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's grab your messages for you and your person in separation. What does that energy look like? And is there communication that's possible? I just did a pretty intense reading for Taurus, and man, sometimes communication is not always the best, especially when you know that that ship has sailed, you know? But let's take a look at your situation here for Gemini. All right, so we have point of view. You've turned my world upside down. This kind of reminds me of the hangman type energy, needing to step away perhaps in order to get a different perspective of a situation. All right, let's grab another card for Gemini. We have tumultuous, okay? We were wrong for each other right from the start, but we chose to ignore the signs until our raised voices drowned out any further remnants of love we had left to give. So take that, of course, if that was a part of your experience. You guys could have had disagreements, maybe some pretty intense arguments. That could explain why there was this need to just take a step back. Let's see what else. We are, after all, focusing on those of you who are at a distance from one another. Telepathy, clairvoyance, mental connectedness, ESP. So what I can tell you here, Gemini, even though you are not with this person in a physical sense, they're still connecting with you. There could be 5D interaction here. You guys could be communicating telepathically. Could still be picking up off of each other's vibes here. All right, let's grab another message and then we'll clarify with tarot. We do have spring, rebirth, renew, beginnings. Okay, so that actually is a very nice energy, even though you guys have been through something pretty challenging here. This right here, it could happen during the springtime where there is the opportunity to start again. Bottom of the deck, though, we have delicate. So maybe right now might not be the right time because it still is very fragile. You know, maybe this was a recent breakup for some of you guys. Maybe for some, it's been quite a while, you know, but it's still coming through as something quite delicate and you got to handle it ever so gently. All right, so let's grab some tarot for Gemini. What else needs to come through here? So one of you guys maybe had way too many options, too many choices perhaps, or somebody who made poor choices. But there is somebody here who wants to try again. They are coming in with a solid offer, possibly commitment if that was the issue, if that's what you guys were arguing about or having pretty heavy discussions about. All right, let's see what else. Oh yeah, look at that, Four of Cups. So because they made or entertained maybe a different connection, a different person at that time, there could have been infidelities or third parties here for some of you, but we clearly see the regret with that Four of Cups. The Four of Cups comes in with apathy and maybe the disconnectedness between the two of you, but they also recognize that you're the one that they want. But is it too late? So a part of their thoughts are gravitating towards, you know, can I even make this work? And so part of this telepathic communication might be them trying to at least convey that they still care for you, that they want to try again, that they want a new beginning. But they could possibly feel as well that they missed a chance to be with you. We do have the Temperance card, so this is requiring time. I'm not surprised to see that, considering we do have the spring reference, okay? So, even though we currently are in the springtime, this might actually be happening sooner rather than later, but there's still this need for patience. Something's requiring a little bit more time here. So possibly before June, something significant might happen for you, Gemini, which of course is your own season there. Okay, part of June is Gemini season. Of course, May as well. Let's see what else. Let's grab another card here. So we do have the Three of Pentacles, but it is in the reverse. So what that's indicating here is there could have been a lack of working together in the partnership before. Lack of teamwork. Could have been a very disorganized way of interacting with each other. And there could have been other people in the mix, all right? Bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Swords. So this was very painful. A painful breakup, painful words that could have been expressed. But there is this possibility that maybe sometime during this spring, the two of you might be able to work things out. So let's grab some time frames here for you, Gemini. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, well, who's to say that that can't happen? Next week. We are here during the springtime. Sometime next week might be significant for some of you. Okay. We have 3 weeks as well. So this is actually coming in soon for some of you guys. And we have 2 months. All right. So possibly summertime is when there can be communication that's coming in for you, Gemini. But I'm also feeling for some that it could be you that wants to reach out. So those are your time frames there, and hopefully there's something in this reading that offers you the clarity that you need. All right, so let's move on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer, it's your turn. Let's go ahead and grab some insight for you. For those in separation, no contact, let's take a look and see what that energy looks like and when, if at all possible, communication can come in for Cancer. So we've got beam of light. Surround yourself with those who bring the light into your life rather than dimming it. That could represent family, that could represent friends, that could be whatever makes you happy personally. And maybe you feel like this person was dimming the light, so to speak, that they could represent the reason why you were not happy. You are, after all, in separation from this person. And then we have loneliness. Okay, I've seen these clouds before, but I don't ever recall them looking so sad. It must feel this emptiness in my heart and the storm falling down from my eyes. So that could certainly be something that you relate to, Cancer, but it could also be how the other person has been feeling without you in their life. Okay, so let's grab additional messages here. For Cancer, what else do we need to know? They could be feeling very lonely without you and you without them. We do have romantic gestures coming through here. Bottom of the deck, we do have money matters. You guys could have been fighting over money, overspending, job loss, any of those things. And then romantic gestures. This could be a very sweet lover. They could have been a hopeless romantic. It does say proposal. That does not necessarily have to represent a proposal of marriage, unless it was. Part of maybe trying to win you back could be this romantic gesture in time. All right, let's grab one more and then we'll clarify with tarot for Cancer. We have guilt, remorse, shame, ownership. So they are taking ownership of something that they've done. Maybe that's something that you can both relate to. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. They're feeling guilty over something that they did. Look at that, 5 of Swords. Okay, you guys are at odds with each other. Maybe the last time you spoke, you guys had an argument or a disagreement, or that could have contributed to why you're not with each other right now. Maybe this person always had to get the last word in, kind of picking that up for some of you. We do have the Lovers. You could be dealing with Gemini or even Leo. Divine Feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the Empress. You could represent Taurus here, so you could be focused on a Cancer Divine Masculine for some of you guys. Regardless of the signs, though, what we are seeing here is at one point in time, you guys were good. Things were quite compatible between the two of you. You guys got along great. They clearly are attracted to you. Maybe you're just as attracted to them still. But this right here can sometimes be an indication of taking on another lover outside of the connection. There could have been infidelities here, third-party situations. You guys just were not seeing eye to eye. Some of you could have started a family, had children, or it could have also represented blended families here. I feel at this point your Divine Masculine knows, Divine Feminine, that you have what it takes to be able to build a life for yourself with or without them. And ultimately, maybe you both recognize that you have your own free will. You have your own choices to make when it comes to this connection here. But look at that. We've got the Judgment. So this is a day of reckoning, as we can see right there. The Judgment card picks up off of a past energy. Okay, it's like an awakening, recognizing what needs to be addressed, perhaps something that happened in the past, and also wanting to fix things, make amends. It could be something as simple as the need for closure or maybe an apology that's forthcoming. But this right here could also represent someone's desire to have a second chance. Remember, we've got this card here. Somebody's feeling remorseful. They're ashamed for something that they've done. And so this is a conversation, perhaps, Divine Feminine, since you're coming in as the Empress here, you could have a masculine who wants to reach out and to talk to you. Could be an apology, or it could be a desire to try again, okay? We do have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel when it comes to your life, Cancer, regardless of how this all plays out, that you're going to be okay. Things are going to start moving in the right direction for you. Again, whether or not you reconcile with this person or not, I feel you're on a very different trajectory at this point, especially my feminines, where you can claim that happiness for yourself. But it's also telling you here, of course, that there is the possibility of working this out. Maybe you guys are still destined to reconnect here. All right, so let's grab some time frames, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. Time frames, communication. When can this possibly happen? It will happen on a Monday, okay? Let's grab two more. It's just around the corner. So for some of you guys, this is close. Bottom of the deck, we do have 4 months, okay? So just hang tight. I feel if it really is meant to happen sooner rather than later, you'll pick up off of that vibe anyway. You're going to see it. You're going to hear from them. But if it's not happening right away, that could be because it's going to take a little bit more time. All right, Cancer, so that's what we've got for you. Hopefully that offers you some insight that's helpful. So let's move on to Leo. Hi there, Leo. All right, let's get to your messages here. For those in separation, not together, no contact, when will communication come in? If possible, what does the energy look like for you and this person right now? For Leo, we have soul bond, forever connected, regardless of time, distance, or circumstance. So it really doesn't matter how long it's been, you know, where life has taken you both, even though you're not together at this point in time. It does seem here that they will always feel connected to you and you to them. This is interesting that we've got springtime because this is exactly where we're at right now. So we do have March, April, May reflected. This could be when you guys met perhaps, or something significant for the springtime itself. You know, we do have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini coming through as well. That could be the person that you're focused on. So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here. Leo, they still feel very connected to you. All right, what else do we need to know here for this connection? We have mutual love on the same page, reciprocated feelings. Okay, that's a good thing. Let's grab one more. And then we have self-reflection, introspection, soul-searching, contemplation. I feel maybe this person had a lot of time on their hands and it really gave them a lot of you know, free time to really think about why things played out the way it did, what it is that they're ultimately wanting here between the two of you. I just happen to notice all this purple coming through. That could be somebody's favorite color, maybe. Let's see what else. For Leo, excuse me. All right, here we go. We do have illusions, false, deception, and fantasy. That could have been part of the reason why you guys wanted a separation, especially if they were deceptive somehow, okay? So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages with tarot, of course. All right. could have also been dealing with somebody who just, you know, as it says, they had their particular illusions of seeing the situation, but not really seeing it from a logical standpoint, maybe. Part of that fantasy energy could have been that they're fantasizing about wanting to be with you again. Could be anything. All right, let's grab some tarot for Leo. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, perseverance. This is our wait and see card. So I feel this person is willing to put in the work into the relationship. It's just going to take time to see the results, you know? They do recognize that they hurt you, that they broke your heart, and this is going to take time to heal from. I do feel that because this is presenting itself, it could be a third-party situation that you guys went your separate ways. If it wasn't that, something painful here happened between the two of you. They could have been lying. They could have kept things from you. That could be where that's coming from. But they clearly do want to start fresh. They want to try again. Oh my God, this frog in my throat. Excuse me. We do have the Four of Pentacles. I don't know if you guys were bickering or arguing about money. We have greed right there. They could have been overly frugal. This can sometimes be representative of somebody who's too possessive or clingy as well. That might have contributed to the issues. But we do see the Two of Cups. I mean, the mutual love is here. The Two of Cups represents that as well. And whoever decided to end things, walk away from the partnership for whatever reason, if they walked away to maybe start a relationship with someone else, I do feel that more than likely that is a situation that is no longer a factor at this point. I'm just picking that up for some of you guys. And so this person really is wanting to try again. So I'm assuming you are watching this because you are wondering when they will communicate. It could be springtime. That could already be a time frame that you're being given here, Leo. So let's grab some additional ones. So between two people who are not together, they still love you. I'm assuming you're watching this because you still care for them and love them. Look at that. Have patience. It's on its way. Look at this. So we have springtime, right? May, and we have May coming through again. If it doesn't happen during the spring, you've got the summer season to look forward to. So to me, this is pretty fast movement, regardless of, you know, when you guys might have broken up or however long it's been. I feel that there will be communication that's coming in, either, as we can clearly see, during the month of May, during the springtime, or during summer season, which really is not that far off. All right, so I'll leave that there, Leo. Hopefully this offers you some advice that's helpful. So let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's grab some insight for you. Whoever it is you're separated from at this time. What does that energy look like? Is communication possible, and when will that happen? We have legacy. The decisions, the actions you make today will affect their future. Be mindful of what you choose to leave behind for the next generation. So this has a family influence here. For those of you who relate to that, a child or children or the family dynamic has something to do with that energy. What else for Virgo? We have a broken masculine. That's interesting, guys. So this divine masculine here might have done something to affect how, you know, their child or children or the family sees them. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else. Could have broken up the family. There could have been cheating. There could have been affairs, third parties. What What else for this Virgo reading? We have mutual love though, okay, on the same page. Reciprocated feelings. Let's grab one more for Virgo. We have euphoric, ecstatic, jubilant, and raptured, happy, which is the total opposite energy from that broken masculine. So it clearly is telling us that at one point in time, you guys were so happy together, everything was wonderful, and then it's almost like the bomb dropped, like something happened to ruin that euphoria. Let's see, let's grab one more for Virgo. We have change. Something needs to change. Different, transform, open, and flexible. Okay, so let's grab some tarot insight here for Virgo. It might actually fall on the masculine to create that change because they're coming through as the one that's broken. Or it could have been because of the masculine that things fell apart and why you're not together. We do have the Ace of Cups, so I do feel that this masculine might be wanting to revive the partnership. They want to try again. They want a fresh start. They could have been the reason why this cup is empty or was empty, but they could also be the reason for filling it once again. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. So I do feel that there might be a family dynamic coming through here because the Queen of Pentacles, very maternal, down to earth, very nurturing, very giving, very generous. All right, let's see. Yeah, we've got disagreements here with the Five of Swords. This always reminds me of a person who wants to get the last word in, you know. They want to win the argument no matter what. But Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Queen. So I have a feeling at the end of the day, this masculine knows that you're able to stand on your own 2 feet anyway. So if we're talking about finances and prosperity and abundance, again, we're seeing that this feminine has what it takes to be able to thrive, to be able to make it, to certainly be able to pay the bills. You know, you don't need anybody to help you in that regard. Some of my feminines, you might actually be an entrepreneur. You could have your own business. I mean, we're talking, you have your act together here, 10 of Pentacles right there. But this could also indicate that regardless of all that, if we could just kind of do a little bit of house cleaning when it comes to this connection to weed out some of the more challenging parts of why this masculine is coming through as broken, you guys ultimately could have been a really good match. But we clearly see through this card that something needs to transform. Something needs to change. And part of that change is doing a little bit of cleansing and cleaning up here. Look at that, Ace of Pentacles. So once again, we've got manifestation, we've got abundance, we've got prosperity coming through here. Lots of pentacle energy representing Earth, you know, and of course, Virgo, you are an Earth sign. You might actually be doing quite well at this time when it comes to your career, your work environment, your finances. But this right here, when it comes to your love life, could also be an indication of maybe a divine masculine who's ready to bring in pure, solid commitment, because this is an offer that you would be able to depend on. It's actually coming through as something quite strong. So let's go ahead and grab some time frames here to see when can that communication come in. All right. Let's grab 3 like we did for the other signs. Well, we do have the month of May. We are in May, so this communication might be coming in rather fast, maybe unexpectedly. Look at this, Virgo. So on your birthday, so month of August or even September. For some of you, it might take a little bit longer, but we also have the summer season reflected here. So we're in spring and summer is right around the corner. It'll be here before we know it. So I do feel that, for the majority anyway, that this is a masculine who, for lack of a better word, is pretty miserable, and they're really wanting to reconnect with the feminine. All right, so that's what I'm getting for you, Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. Hey there, Libra. Let's get into some messages for you. So whoever you're thinking about and separation from, what does this energy look like for the two of you? Is communication possible, and when can that happen? We have obstacles. Okay, let's grab one more card. That could have resulted in why you're not together. Let's grab one more. We have sweet indulgence. Okay, so that card says we're bound to run into people, things and circumstances that will get in the way and create challenges for us. As long as we tackle it together, we can handle anything. And then we have sweet indulgence. Yours is a love so sweet, it gives me a sugar rush. So what I'm getting here for you, Libra, is that you might have indulged in a situation where perhaps you knew that you should not have crossed that line. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting that for some. It could have been a third-party situation. And in order to overcome these obstacles, it does require both people to put in the effort and the work. So let's grab a couple more messages here. We do have self-reflection, introspection, soul-searching, and contemplation. Look at this. And now we have lust, passion, desire, sexual hunger, and craving. You couple that up with sweet indulgence, and again, somebody crossed the line here. You know, they saw something or someone that they wanted and they went for it, regardless of the consequences. Okay, so let's grab another card for Libra. Okay, what else? We have fire. Okay, so some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign, but we do have create, passion, and combust. So I'm kind of feeling here that if you did go after a person, a situation, again, that might have crossed the line here. This was something that ultimately did not work out. Maybe you've got regrets over that. Maybe the other person has regrets about that. Let's grab some tarot here. Okay. So yeah, some of you guys could have met a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Regardless of signs, though, I'm ultimately getting that lines were crossed. You know, it's like that forbidden territory, going after somebody that you know you shouldn't have. So it's coming through for me, excuse me, as infidelity, okay, or a third party. Oh my God, this cough is horrible. All right. That makes sense. Two of Pentacles. You know, it's like juggling because of an indecision. So it's like, ooh, I see. It's like going into a candy store and you're just attracted to more than one thing. And maybe it's like a toss-up. It's like, which direction do I go? Or what do I choose? And the thing is, Libra, you certainly could have made that choice. You could have decided, okay, I want that one. But I have a feeling as well that it might have backfired. So that's a very specific thing coming through here. And if it wasn't you that is coming through with that type of energy, then it's the other person. So we have the Magician. You could be thinking of a Gemini or even a Virgo. This is a beautiful card, of course, to be able to manifest your ideal person. to be able to have the opportunity to create the relationship that you want. However, you know, if there is this juggling going on or lusting after someone, then you might have gone after it for the wrong reasons, or they did. We have the Two of Cups here, but as you can see, that's followed by the Seven of Swords. So, you know, we've got this element of deception intermingled with passion, with desire, this intense craving between two people. And that is ultimately what created some drama here. All right. Let's grab one more tarot here. We do have the Three of Cups, you know, so again, there's kind of this reference to three people, possible third party, having fun, you know, with friends, people that you consider to be your soul tribe perhaps, but this could also be an indication of maybe a new beginning, certainly when it comes to your love life. So going back to the obstacles message, as long as we tackle it together, we can handle anything. And that's exactly what it requires for both of you to be on board, for you, both of you to be able to be on the same page in order to put in the work together. Because if this is going to make it as far as go the distance, it doesn't just fall on one of you to be able to make amends here. It requires both people perhaps. And whatever that Seven of Swords represents, if it's cheating, if it's lies, if it's deception of any sort, which is clearly coming through there, then that needs to be addressed. Otherwise, you're back to square one and it's not going to create a strong foundation. So that needs to be focused on first and foremost. Look at that. Blocks must be cleared first. It's true. It's so true. And so that might ultimately explain why it's going to take some time for communication to come in, because whatever this represents, it might have something to do with the Seven of Swords, that deception, that needs to be addressed. That could ultimately explain why it requires so much time to fix. And then we have when you least expect it. So it's one of those things where you just need to live life, just stop focusing on it. If it really is meant to be, and if you really are meant to hear from this person or to be able to be back in connection with them, life will find a way to make it happen. All right, Libra, so I'll leave that there. Hopefully there is some insight that offers you. And let's move on to Scorpio. Hi there, Scorpio. Let's grab some insight for you. Whoever it is that you are focused on and are in separation from, what does that energy look like? Is there a possibility towards communication, and when might that happen? Okay, for Scorpio. We do have the winter time here, so this might even be giving you an indication of time already. December, January, or February, so it's kind of bleeding over into next year. You could be focused on Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab another. Okay. We have butterfly, creativity, exuberant joy, spiritual rebirth, endless potential, transformation, change, hope, and life. This kind of reminds me more of the springtime, which we are in. The butterfly could also be representing something significant between the two of you. Okay, so let's add to this. Something needs to change, clearly. Okay. And maybe there's a part of you or this person that's still holding on to the hope that you guys can find your way back to each other. Look at this. We have communication, which we're focused on. Okay, so a phone call or a text. For now, however, it might be telepathic communication or even 5D interaction. That's interesting. So they do want to talk to you. All right, let's see what else. Spiritual connection. Wow. All right. Psychic bond, ethereal connection. They are so connected to you in that way. You already know that if that's something that you're experiencing when it comes to your person. All right, let's grab another and then we'll clarify with some tarot. News. Oh my gosh. Okay. It literally says air, communication, and delivery. We have 2 cards here talking about communication. That's literally the focus of this reading. So you will hear from this person. It's just a matter of time. You could be dealing with an air sign as well. So we're looking at Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini for some. All right, let's go ahead and grab some tarot. All right, so yours is the first sign, Scorpio, that is almost, I don't want to say guarantee, but there's a really good sign towards communication. We do have the 6 of Swords. That is followed by the King of Cups. We also have the Knight of Cups. So I do feel, especially on behalf of the Divine Masculine, that they are open to talking again, that they're ready to pour into that cup, to be able to extend that cup of love to you, Divine Feminine. Whatever happened in the past, I feel they're just really wanting to move on from that. They're not really wanting to focus on some of the more painful conversations that you guys might have had. They want to be able to start the conversation, yes, but to certainly address what happened and some of the issues that might have separated the 2 of you. But they're really wanting to focus more so on maybe a future that they can build with you. We do have Ace of Wands. I'm not surprised to see the Death card because this represents your own Scorpio energy. So this is indicating that even though something did end and it caused you guys to go your separate ways, through growth and through the opportunity of change, then you guys can start again. And look at how beautiful this is, Queen of Cups. So you're coming through as divine counterparts, guys. We've got the masculine and the feminine, both representing water energy. This is a Scorpio reading. Okay, so you guys seem to be on the same page here, still gravitating towards each other and certainly wanting to communicate. All right, so let's grab some time frames here for Scorpio. Whoops, dropping cards here. For some of you, it could take about a month. We do have the autumn season coming through as well. So maybe latter half of this year, it could take a little bit longer. But, you know, there's a reason why it might be taking that long for some of you guys. And then for others, we do have 4 months coming in. All right, so 1 to 4 months. But I believe, where are we at? May, June, July, August, September. That pretty much takes us to around autumn season. So that makes sense. So it's kind of reiterating what has already presented itself here. All right, guys, so just hang tight. I really do feel when it comes to your connection with this person, they still see you as the one. And I have a feeling you might see them in the same way, in the same light. And it's just a matter of time before communication comes in. All right, Scorpio, so I'll leave that there and let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, let's go. What is it that you need to know when it comes to you and your person? For those of you in separation and no contact, what does this energy look like and when will communication come in? If at all. So let's see. All right, well, we are starting off with deception. When the smoke clears, the truth will be revealed. All right. Bottom of the deck, we've got wintertime, and part of that energy is your own Sagittarius energy. But, you know, that could already be giving us a time frame here. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, focusing on the months of December, January, or February. So that could already be giving us time frames, as I mentioned. Okay, let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know? When the smoke clears, the truth will be revealed. Self-reflection. Okay, introspection, soul-searching, contemplation. Maybe, Sagittarius, you've even spent a lot of time really kind of doing that self-reflecting. Let's see. Maybe you've thought a lot about this individual. And then we have closure, releasing the past, moving on, you know, so that you can find peace in your life. Wow. Let's go ahead and grab one more card. I have a feeling here, Sagittarius, you're not with this person because they were dishonest. They did something to hurt you. Maybe you let this person go. They've had a lot of time to think about their past actions. Look at this. And now we have past. Literally. It says memories, nostalgia, connections. They're thinking about you heavily. You're very much a part of their thoughts still. All right. So let's see. Even though you guys haven't seen each other, they still think about you. Maybe they haven't had closure. That could be why it's still coming through here. You could ultimately have represented that peace. And when you guys went into separation, you know, that peace was replaced by chaos. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Empress. Look at that. And then we have the Ten of Cups right next to it. So this is the life that you have the capability of creating with your masculine here. And maybe at one point in time, you guys had already had that. Part of this deception could be too that somebody was married, somebody was taken. Part of these memories could be painful memories. And there's this need to really let that go and release it. Wow. Okay, what else? Look at this. Ten of Swords. Backstab. Very painful breakup. I have a feeling here, Sagittarius, is if this was your experience, you really needed to take a break from this situation, this person. It could have been the feminine that really needed distance apart from a masculine who ultimately created drama here. You know, possibly infidelity, third parties. But it is an indication that that chapter did close. You know, maybe for you, Sagittarius, and maybe the other person feels like they haven't had closure. And then the next card is the Nine of Cups. So even though that door has closed, in a sense, they're still wishing perhaps to try again. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Hermit, which interestingly enough is also focusing on self-reflection. Maybe you both have been in that hermit vibe since the separation. But I do feel with the Four of Swords that there was this great need towards healing because of something pretty catastrophic that might have happened in this partnership to break it up. It's got something to do with that Ten of Swords, but we do have references to cycles that have completed here because that's what the tens represent, as well as the World card. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some time frames. Let's see if there is the possibility towards communication. When will this happen? All right. For Sagittarius, it might not happen for a year. Okay, so it's going to take some time. And then have patience, it's on its way. So yeah, could be a while. Could be a while. And then we have when you least expect it. All right, so those are the time frames. And it might be slow moving, but eventually you might hear from this person. It's just going to take time. All right, so I'll leave that there, Sagittarius. Hopefully that gives you clarification on this person. And let's move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, it is your turn. Let's go ahead and grab some insight here for you. Whoever you're focused on and thinking about, not in contact and separation. What does that energy look like, and is communication possible for Capricorn? we're starting off with wintertime. This seems to be a very popular card coming through for a lot of the signs. Okay, so December, January, February, we have Sagittarius, your own Capricorn energy, of course, Aquarius and Pisces. So that could be an indication of who you're dealing with, and that includes yourself, of course. So time is of the essence here, but it might not happen right away. Let's grab another card here. So we're looking at the latter half of the year. Okay. We do have travel. Some of you guys might enjoy traveling. That could have been something that you and this person did together. It does say focus on the journey, not the destination. Sometimes we're so focused on where we want to end up that we're not overly focused on how we're getting there, you know? So let's see what else. For Capricorn. We have romantic emotions, falling in love, emotionally invested. Bottom of the deck, we do have self-love. Fill your own cup, self-care, well-being. Okay, so what I get from that, Capricorn, is sure, you could certainly have feelings for this person. Maybe you did fall in love for this individual, but it's also important for you to focus on yourself and the love that you have for you so that you're making decisions for yourself that puts you on the right track. All right, let's see. One more card, please, for Capricorn. Ooh, we have empty, boredom, lost, and addictions, which really is interesting, guys, because, excuse me, in tarot, the Devil card represents addictions, addictive behavior, the shadow self, obsessiveness, and it does pick up off of that vibe. And what makes it even more interesting is that the Devil card in tarot represents Capricorn. So take that if it makes sense for you personally. If your cup truly is empty, which is why we have the self-love card, then at this time, you have to be able to focus on filling your own cup. You need to be focused on finding your way back, you know, getting yourself back on track. So I really do feel that this travel message, focus on the journey, not the destination, that has a lot to do with your own destination, your own journey at this time, Capricorn. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. Okay. It's time to give back to you. Right now, things seem to be stuck. There's not a whole lot of progress. We also have the Eight of Swords. So it's very important for you, Capricorn, to get yourself out of this type of stagnancy. If you relate to this, you know, because this Eight of Swords, it reminds me of somebody who is very much stuck in their headspace. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what else. We have the Seven of Swords. So what I'm getting here, Capricorn, it's very important that you are truthful with yourself, that you don't lie to yourself. You could have also been in a situation where somebody was lying to you and being deceptive in that way. We clearly see heartbreak here. This is grief. This is the separation. You and this person not being together right now. There could have been third parties that could have contributed to why you guys are not together at this point in time. I mean, it's a painful experience, no doubt about that. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, I feel, your saving grace here, Capricorn, because we're starting off with a situation that's not moving because of these challenges right here. That could explain why your cup is empty. So you don't want to focus too much on a situation that you know needs to be fixed, but it doesn't just fall on you to fix it. So I'm just ultimately feeling here for you that you need to focus on fixing yourself. Parts of you that you can fix. Because whatever you're destined to experience, that's what you're meant for anyway. So allow the universe to handle that on your behalf. And you just focus on yourself. You're part of the journey here. This is the bottom of the deck. We do have the Lovers card. You could be dealing with Gemini. Somebody has to make a decision here when it comes to this partnership. I mean, decisions of the heart. The Lovers card represents a decision. It represents a choice that needs to be made. So I have a feeling part of the energy of the Three of Swords and why it was so hurtful was because someone did not make the right choice. Somebody did not make the right decision when it came to this partnership. So you got to just focus on, again, filling your own cup, focusing on your own healing. Let the other person do the same. Okay. And let's see. Will communication come in? It is coming through as stagnant, so let's see. So no movement. Whatever you're meant to experience will come to you on its own time. We have 7 months coming through here. Interesting because the Seven of Swords, you know, the sevens are coming through. And I was just about to say that might indicate the 7th month of the year, which is July. And we have July. Okay. And the card after that, that time has passed. So you'll either have communication in about 7 months' time or even the month of July, which is not that far away for some. Or if there is no communication, that's your sign as well. There's a reason why it's stagnant, because it's telling you that that time has passed. It's time to move on. Okay, so just allow life to unfold. You're going to get this message one way or the other through how it presents itself in your life anyway. All right, Capricorn. So I'll leave that there. Let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. Hi there, Aquarius. Let's get to your messages. Whoever it is you're focused on, thinking about, but you guys are not together. What does that energy look like for Aquarius? Is there communication that's possible? So we do have tranquility in a world of uncertainty and chaos. You are my peace. So maybe at this point in time, their world, their life might be a little bit crazy without you in it. Interesting. Okay. We have melancholy. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed by this blanket of sadness. This emptiness, knowing we're apart, knowing that I'm the reason why. So they're not in a good place. We clearly see that here because you're not together. All right, what else for Aquarius? What else do we need to know for this connection? Young love, first love, childhood sweethearts. Take that if it applies. Maybe you've known this person for a very long time. If that's not the case, this could simply indicate that the two of you have so much fun together, lots of laughter. There's this very youthful vibe to how you guys interact. Okay. Let's see what else for Aquarius. And we have money matters. All right. Take that if it applies. Some of you might have been fighting over money. Somebody could have been overspending. Somebody might have lost a job. So there's some tension going on there when it comes to finances. All right, here we go. What else for Aquarius? And then we have relax, calm after the storm. That's interesting. Flow, at ease. Tranquility, of course, represents that calm. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify and see what else we can learn here. They see you as that tranquil energy. You're very calming to this person. And without you, life is not that relaxing. Let's put it that way. For Aquarius, what do we need to know? We do have a cycle that is completing with the World. Okay. I feel when it comes to money matters, though, if that was an issue, Aquarius, that's going to be resolved. That, you know, you might be coming into money. Things will improve in that area, but I'm also feeling it in regard to your love life here. We do see the Three of Pentacles, which is focused on working together. So if you guys can actually do that and apply that, not only when it comes to the romantic partnership, but maybe when it comes to the finances as well, as long as you guys work together, then this might ultimately work itself out. We do have the Nine of Pentacles, so maybe one of you is doing better than the other financially. We're just seeing that here. You know, somebody's able to stand on their own 2 feet. Somebody could have their own business. Maybe this is you, Aquarius, where you feel like, you know, you can pay your bills, you have more than enough, and maybe the other person doesn't have a job right now. That could have been part of the issue. And maybe also for some, it could be a reflection of the fact that they're doing a lot better, so there is no need to fight about money at this point. That they are self-sufficient. Could be that as well. All right, let's see what else. For Aquarius. Well, we do have the Three of Cups, okay? A reason to celebrate something here. So this could be a new beginning for you and this person. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. I have a feeling that, especially with the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, this is a masculine who definitely wants to come in and put in the effort and the work in the relationship, but they don't want to move too fast. You know, they're treading ever so lightly, not wanting to make the same mistakes as before, but they are wanting to do the effort because this is somebody who wants to ensure that it really can go the distance here. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so that's a beautiful energy, especially from the masculines. They want to take things slow. You know, they want to be able to romance you. They want to make sure that it can last this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some time frames here. Even though you're not together right now, I really do feel they think about you a lot. Look at that. We have divine timing. All right. Well, so in time, things can ultimately work out by way of communication. That is what we're focused on. When will you hear from them? Divine timing. The next card is August. So possibly in a few months, you'll be able to hear from this person. And for others, look at that. It's just around the corner. So this might be sooner rather than later, of course, certainly before August, possibly. But divine timing is definitely at play as far as when communication will be coming in, Aquarius. But the more important thing is, I do feel very strongly that they will reach out. Okay, that seems like an inevitable thing that will happen for you. So that's a really good thing to learn, especially since that's what we're focused on. When will they communicate? So in time, possibly sooner than you might realize, or even the month of August. All right, so I'll leave that there for you, Aquarius. Let's move on to Pisces. And Pisces, let's go. Let's find out what it is that you need to know when it comes to your connection. For those of you who are in separation and not together, no interaction right now. And let's take a look and see if there is the possibility towards communication. For Pisces. We are starting off with Portal. Your love is the doorway to my heart. Okay. Let's grab one more. We have Guidance. Sometimes the path is unclear, and sometimes it shines so bright that you can no longer ignore it, intuitively knowing that's the way you're meant to go. And in a way, I kind of feel these two cards go together. You know, it's like seeing that bright light, that opportunity perhaps that's kind of getting your attention or getting their attention. That's the way I'm meant to go. That's what's going to help get us back together, that sort of thing. Okay. Let's see what else we can find out here for Pisces. We have the beginning. Okay, somebody wants to start over. Clean slate, new chapter, moving on from perhaps the reason why you guys parted ways to begin with. They want a fresh start. All right, let's grab another card here for Pisces. Assertion, confident, talking honestly, set boundaries. Well, the one thing that's really jumping out at me from that card is the need to converse and talk honestly. You know, you're being offered this clean slate. We are focusing on those of you who are not together. So whatever the reason is that you guys broke up, if you can't have an honest conversation with each other, then we're back to square one. Okay, so whoever feels the need to take that first step to get that conversation going. Okay, maybe Pisces, you feel it's them. For others, maybe they feel you should start, okay? We have loss, okay, grieving, processing, letting go. This person could have been somebody that you did distance yourself from, Pisces, and maybe they feel like, you know, it hit them so heavily, like you let them go. Maybe it's taken them a long time to grieve through the process of losing you. Could be the other way around. So let's go ahead and clarify with tarot. For Pisces, what do we need to know here? Look at that. Okay, so we have the Hangman. That's your own Pisces energy here. There is a reason why you let go. Yeah, you had to step away from this person. Look at the next card. We have the Seven of Swords. That's why. Because they were not being truthful with you. Going back to talking honestly, okay? They were incapable of that. And so that made it very challenging. Divine Feminine, you could have been dealing with a partner that either cheated on you, maybe lied to you, or kept things from you. But for some, it could have also been a masculine who was dealing with a feminine who was either lying or maybe started an affair or a relationship with somebody. It could be that as well. We have Lovers, okay, decisions of the heart. Could be Gemini for some of you. We also have Taurus. So somebody needs to make a choice here, or somebody made a wrong choice perhaps in the past. That's what created the separation. But this can also, of course, represent the chemistry, the attraction, the love between the two of you. And there is this desire to start again. And clearly somebody had way too many options, too many choices. You know, it's like leaving a kid in a candy store and having so many options, multiple possibilities there. But ultimately somebody chose wrong because it created drama here. All right, so let's see. But this person clearly wants to try again. If you're open to that, Pisces, then perhaps this is a conversation that can be revisited. This is coming through for those of you that know that you don't want anything to have to do with this person. That's just the way it's presenting itself here. And just the fact that we have the Hangman representing your own Pisces energy, take that if it applies. You don't want that new beginning. You don't want that new chapter with this person from your past. And you're just ready to have that clean slate for yourself. Perhaps maybe you've already moved on to another person. However, for some of you, we do have the month of June as well as 2 months from now. So June and July are coming through as well. All right, Pisces. So very specific message for those of you who might have dealt with a partner that maybe cheated on you or lied to you or kept things from you. And there really is this need to just be honest. If we're going to get this conversation started between you and this person, they have to be 1000% honest with you in order to just really take this to the next level, or to maybe try again. Okay, that's what's needed here. All right, Pisces. So that's it, guys. I hope whatever sign you watched, that it offered you guidance and insight regarding your person and perhaps the need to communicate whenever that was indicated to happen. It does seem that for the majority that there is the possibility towards trying again, towards sitting down and talking things out. And for others, some of the signs did come through with a very specific message that that ship has sailed. But I feel if you did get that message, that that's a blessing in disguise, because it really opens you up to the possibility of just starting again, turning over a new leaf, opening a new door, and being able to find something or someone way better suited for you. All right, guys, so I'll leave that there. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box, as well as the links to the decks that you see here. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.
Thank you.